Yesterday, April 28th, 2018, I did some artifact searching along the Saginaw River here in Saginaw, Michigan, what they call mudlarking in the UK. And I didn't find a whole lot, but I found some really interesting pieces. I did a video as I was out there with a new camera, and the whole thing crapped out on me. So I can't show you. Maybe I can insert some clips here and there, but most of the video was unusable anyways. The other day, my friend Gil found this bottle. It was made from a three-piece mold and has a big upkick on the bottom. And it's dark green, so dark green actually that you can't really see through it. The three-piece mold makes me think that it's probably 1860s, 1870s era. And then Gil also found the other day this nice size shard of Bennington Pottery. Of course, it was made in Bennington, Vermont, I believe, and it a good sized piece. Shows a large curvature, which would have been probably from a fairly large pot. When I went down yesterday, I found another piece, smaller than the one Gil found, but still pretty nice. I love finding pottery, either shards or complete pieces. So anyways, this would be from the same vessel as the one Gil found. Then this cool bottle came up. It's E.R. Durkee and Company, salad dressing, New York, and nice shape. Oddly, it has a screw top, even though it dates back to the 1880 era, 1880s. This bottle is in rough condition, but I saved it because it's from a Saginaw pharmacy here, and right now I can't make out the name of the pharmacy, but it says Saginaw W, Michigan, for Saginaw West Side. I dug this out of the bank. It's the base of an ironstone bowl, probably a large bowl. I save all the ironstone I find because I have a nice collection of ironstone complete pieces that, again, Gil found underneath the Court Street Bridge when they tore the old one down to build the new one. And this is a rim piece from another ironstone, I believe, plate. I believe that one was from a plate. And then this curved one. This actually could be from this vessel. To see if I can put them together. This, I haven't a clue what it is. It's stone, of course. It doesn't look like it's cement. It's cylindrical. It's broken off. But, yeah, I'd be interested in finding out just exactly what that might be. Okay, then, moving along, this piece of glass. It's blue glass with wire mesh embedded in it. Probably had an industrial use. Nice decorative shard here with deep blue and gold. It's a rim piece. And cup shard. I'm thinking it was fairly utilitarian piece, maybe a restaurant piece, but interesting nonetheless. And then this plate shard with pretty yellowish orange flower on it. It was made by Homer Laughlin. I don't think that's real old, not as old as some of these other pieces, because the Bennington pottery probably goes back to the 1880s. Then there was another plate shard. It may actually be part of this particular plate. It has orange flowers on it as well as the yellow. Found two fossils specimens that I thought were pretty cool. First is this one. It shows, this goes back to the Pennsylvanian era, when supposedly what is now Saginaw, Michigan was down at the equator. And here are two either branch sections or possibly root sections from from a tree. On this side, if you can see the striations on here. These, it could be tree bark fossil impression, or it could be press flat the leaf from a reed type plant, similar, let's say, to a cattail. This large piece I really, really, really like. As you can see, it's a good sized piece, but looking at it, it has a section here of a reed, like this other one, except this is more defined, and all around it, it has pieces or pressed striations, again, like a reed type plant leaf. It could also be fossilized bark. I'm going to have to do some checking on that. This one was laid down this way. It's a very thin layer. Underneath of it is a layer laid down the opposite direction. It reminds me of like the yearly, growth and die-off of a piece, of a plant. Or it could have been laid down that way during some kind of a flooding event. Also particularly interesting, and these interest me because historically, where I was finding things is truly only a stone's throw from where Fort Saginaw was. And if I remember, I'll put a link in the description to my video about Fort Saginaw. But this is it's a flat button, it's called, and on the back it says rich orange color. And it's characteristic of British-made buttons, because in the United States, button manufacturing didn't really take off until well into the 1830s. But this button dates between 1800 and 1840. The Fort Saginaw, which was located there, was established in 1820. It didn't last very long, so this could conceivably be from a military uniform, from a soldier that served at Fort Saginaw. The rich orange color, which is on the back, is actually a quality mark, which is a term used for certain words found on the backs of buttons, again made from that era, 1800 to 1840s. Okay, this is another smaller flat button, again the same era, but instead on the back it says extra rich with a word that's obscured. It again be from 1800 to 1840, and again could be very high probability it could have come from Fort Saginaw. And this third flat button has no maker or quality mark on the back, but it is again of the same style, made 1800 to 1840. Interestingly, there is also this button, which has on it a harp with a woman. I don't know if you can see that. And it is an Irish harp button from the Civil War period. Irish-American militia, Fenian, and fraternal organization harp button. It was manufactured by Waterbury Button Company in Connecticut, and this button is circa 1850s to the 1870s, and was used by a number of different Irish organizations, but in particular it was used by the 69th New York Irish Brigade during and after the Civil War. And lastly is this button, which is really a cool piece. I don't know if you can see that very well. Civil War era. It is a hot air balloon with the gondola or basket underneath and a waving flag off to each side. I'll try to get close-up pictures of these in a moment, still pictures to show you. So these are the finds, and it was really, kind of an exciting day over there on the river. For me, it was cold, brisk breeze, but it was worth the effort.